Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I slept. I don't know when I went to sleep. We need a fan. Roger. We got missions with like Uncle as the biggest symbol, and Abigail, and Jack. Yeah, that might have been the problem. It was oddly quiet in the room. Couldn't get Molly out of there. Oh, yeah.
Get up, old man.
Hey, Blaze.
I am up. Get up.
Yeah.
Oh. There, I'm up.
Yeah, I gotta have some
Thank
sort of
the
fan.
good Lord, you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping in the warm afternoon sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief.
Hey, Lewis.
Where's
What's up,
them cattle? Taking
Frosty?
the pasture?
It's coming around to that.
When exactly?
It is the weekend. Yeah.
It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. We'll do this together.
Mount your horse.
Yeah. Let's move him out.
Cattle driving. Whole lot of cattle driving.
Let's keep him moving now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
What's up, Jory's Game Bites? Hey, Pete.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Move, move, move. Yeah.
Where are we taking these darn things?
Slow it up now. Move it.
Yowdy!
Let's move here, my four-legged friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move it up.
Get on up there, you stupid
Get a
cow
move on.
bitch.
Stay together, you dumb animals. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Stay tight.
Yeah. Let's go.
Think you still miss Arthur?
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh. What the hell's going on?
Right, John, they're stampeding.
The cows are stampeding.
Come
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna lose some cows.
Let's go.
Decide whether to stay with the herd or stop the outlaws. I'll stay with the herd. Hey, there's.
Come on.
Proud of you, boy. See? Listen to me and you'll go far.
All right. You stay front. Let's go. Move. Come on. Move on. Move on. Come on.
Scatter. They're scattering.
Move. Move. Let's go. Forward. Get going. Come on.
Move it along, you stupid cow.
Come on. Come on. No stopping. Let's go.
That there was a people train.
Keep it moving. Move it up. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh. Moo.
Move.
You gotta speak cow.
Yeah.
Moo, moo, moo. Moo.
Move.
Why is it 11 out of 15? Where are they at?
Faster.
Wake up!
Faster.
God damn it, cows. That was just how many had hit the checkpoint, I think.
You look after the herd. I'll ride back.
No thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today. Yeah!
Uncle, you lazy bastard. Maybe I did lose cows. We just leave them here?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any dead cows over here. They turned into buffaloes.
Let's go.
I think 3 of mine were just taken by aliens right now.
Come on.
Maybe they got on the train, got out of here.
Come on. Come. Come on. Easy up now.
That badass looking horse.
Come on.
Come here. Thing's hard to catch.
Go. Easy. It's all right.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Help me! Watch yourself. Oh my god. What if this is what it was like when you went to buy a car at a dealership?
Here we go.
It was just wild as hell and you had to learn how to tame it. That wouldn't make any sense. Break the Kentucky Saddler. Oh, I got one of each of the best horses broke, I reckon. He's a beaut. I think it's a she. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the cars in DayZ. Exactly. It's raining now. It was raining a minute ago anyway. No, I put the lawnmower away. Well, I finished mowing the front and then put the mower away.
Yeah.
I need to go hitch this mother trucker. So I can keep it.
Whoa there.
Hitched it. This horse is now your trusty steed. Someone has a video of finding another big crystal at the park. Top of the hill by the bathrooms. God damn it! I bet you no one, everybody probably assumes that that bathroom is too obvious of a place to dig. And so everybody just goes right on by it. Five feet down, yeah, I'm sure. Who's this mother trucker?
Show some brotherly love and slow yourself for a man in need.
Where are you going? You really gonna go for my horse? Where are you going? Yeah, better get on out of here. Private property. Son of a bitch. There's a park here in Montana called Crystal State Park. You go there, you pay $5 per person to park at the park, and then you walk up on this ridge. It's essentially what it is a big ass ridge, and they've got like a paved trail going around it and kind of zigzagging up the side and over it. And you're pretty much allowed to just go wherever you want in the park and start digging a hole. They say you're supposed to, I think, backfill your holes, but you'll see craters there, dude. Like, huge holes. Actually, I could show you Google Earth because it's pretty obvious. But yeah, you can dig up crystals. It's not guaranteed you'd find them, but they're on the ground even, dude. Like, you'll find them all over the place. So it's Dillon, so Missoula. I can't remember exactly where Dillon is. Or it's down. That's how I remember it anyway. Let me just type it into the search. Acts like it has no clue. Yeah. So I'll zoom out so you can kind of see where in the state this is. Down southwest corner of the state. And it's high elevation, you know, it's like 7,500 feet. Yeah, it's in Montana. You drive up this road. I wonder if there's street view. Gotta be street view. Nope. Bullish. All right, anyway, you gotta drive way up out here. And you'll come in on this road, and then there's this big parking area. It's like two different parking spots, or parking areas. And then you can kind of see the difference in color on this fucking hillside. Like how it's all blonde looking right here. That's where everybody digs. And that's pretty much the dimensions of the park. If I zoom in, you can see it's a lot of holes, dude. And it looks like the moon almost with a bunch of trees. Yep. We're talking... It says 0.2 miles. I'll change it to feet. 1,000 feet from the back to the front, but you do go up and over. By 1,500. They were deposited here, probably. It would have had to have been a glacier. Because it's so high up, dude. And you look at the terrain. You know, like I've said before, a lot of these places look like ancient lake beds. And they probably are. And then the glacier that was tilling along came to a stop or something here. Or, you know, maybe it didn't come to a stop, but it just left this huge deposit here. The thing with crystals is these things could have been broke loose in Canada like thousands and thousands of years ago, right? They got broke loose in Canada. Out a little bit so you can get a little perspective here. So imagine those crystals at one time. Maybe they were somewhere along the Rocky Mountains, you know, but they were probably a part of an actual vein or like a big outcropping of rock. And then at some point when the whole earth snowballed, or they think anyway, or maybe not the whole earth, but during the last ice age, or maybe a different one even, the glaciers would have been forming, and like they would have formed from north to south. They would have like just kept encroaching south. And as they grew, they would have pushed over a lot of these mountains and moved a lot of that material, you know, to a certain point. And then they would have stopped. And that's where you see, like, I think that's where you see places like this, where it just looks to me like it was at one time a lot of water. Because the glaciers all melted. That's also why we have a lot of just little lakes all around the fucking place, you know, because there was glaciers here all over. But either way, they pushed down and they left this massive deposit of shit. And then the thing about crystals is that they might have grown to a certain size on the rock shelf where they were originally, and then they got moved to where they are now, and they will continue to grow just sitting there in the ground. And that's, I think, why the crystals in Crystal State Park have a specific shape. They're usually found as like a scepter, where it'll be a very large chunk of crystal at the top, and then it'll have a smaller crystal growing out the base, you know, like a mushroom almost. And it's because, you know, the top crystal is what was growing until it moved or got moved, and then the base crystal is what has grown since it got there. Where the fuck was that? You can just tell by the look of it. But I'm sure, dude, if you were to go to a lot of these different ridges in the area, you could find crystals. It can't just be right here. And in fact, I've seen in videos that people have posted and different things, they find them over here. There's like a whole other campground here. They find them near here. You can even see dig sites way out here. Like, look, this is getting dug up pretty hard. It's not even in the park. This is a hole or like an area that somebody worked out. You can kind of see a bunch of old digs along this creek bed. Same with over here. They follow the creek. So yeah, Crystal State Park in southwest Montana. It's badass, honestly. You just go there and dig crystals, and you take home whatever you want. And like I said, there is a few videos online of people go in there, and so you can kind of see what it looks like. There's also a couple of different spots here in the state where you can go, and it's, the people own the area, so you don't get to just go there and dig for sapphires. But what you do is you pull up to like their sapphire mine, essentially, or it's like a wash plant or something down the road from their mine. And they've got all this loose material that they've brought from their little digging site. And then because I think they've got so much of it, they've just opened it up to the public. So you go in, you pay I think it's, $20 or something, and you get like a couple of buckets or maybe just a bucket. I'm not sure. But you pay some money to get a bucket load of material. And then they've got like a water trough and a bunch of sifters and all this stuff. And they will teach you how to do it, but you pretty much sift for your own sapphires. And there's people going there, dude, and finding like hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars in sapphires, and it's just a fun little thing to do with the family. You go there, wash some rocks and maybe find some fucking money. It's really cool. And, the whole state's kind of like that. Montana's called the treasure state for a reason. Like, there is a lot of untold treasures out here that just haven't even been found yet. But don't you come out here looking for it. There's no reason to move to Montana.
Out there beyond that ridge.
You're going to hate it.
If it was worth getting you and going around some of them up.
Fair enough. We're nearly out of money. Ranch is in
It's like,
turmoil.
we talk how cool Montana is, and then I'm like, wait a second, I don't want too many people coming here.
Horses. Come on.
That tone of voice ain't so becoming on you.
Yeah, I don't think I would find
Makes
anything
you
in my
seem all
backyard.
pent up and angry like some black
Maybe,
water
though.
would-be
Never know.
business tycoon
A lot of
with
our
a bad
backyards are
case
old
of
riverbed.
hemorrhoids.
I'll
If you
give
got a
you
really
bad case of
badass
someone just shot me in the head if you don't
metal
hurry
detector
up.
or something, you might find a gold nugget in your yard. Probably
Are
find
you
1,000
gonna man up,
nails
kid?
first, though. Somebody built a shed or something, Yeah, I found some crystals at Crystal State Park. We went there a couple of years ago because my son goes to college right down there
Come on.
in Dillon, which is fairly close. So we went there like 2 summers ago.
Before they get away.
I didn't find a lot. I found like a couple of little ones. That's why it's really crazy that these guys are
What were you gonna
finding
do? Just look at them horses
apple-sized
all day?
crystals right now.
God forbid I'd do anything around here without checking with his
You should,
Royal
Pete.
Highness first.
Go to Yellowstone
Yeah,
and then go to
you're
Glacier
real good
Park.
at watching. That's about all you're good for, apart from bending your elbow.
I can't do
Yellowstone's
right
kind of
doing
fucked,
wrong.
honestly, dude. It's
You're an
so full of
ungrateful
fucking
bastard,
tourists,
you know.
and
I
they're
did my best when you were
idiots,
gone.
man. They're
Your
either
best is like anybody
like
else's
blocking you on the
worst.
walkway.
Getting old.
I've never even been
Gotta
there, but this is what I'm
start
told.
taking things easy.
You've been taking
But yeah, they're
things
either
easy
blocking you
for
on the
40
walkways
years.
or getting off the walkways and getting themselves in danger.
Slow down.
Capture a wild horse.
Got it.
Let's go.
Break this bitch.
Now.
Steady. Come on, baby. Calm down. Shut the hell up. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you.
Use your knees, you woman.
Calm down now.
Like, we get all these tourists from China, and they come into Yellowstone Park, and they treat it like they are the only human beings, and the rest of us are just like a lesser organism that they're trying to observe. And so they're just really arrogant, dude. They do not get out of the way.
All right. Now
and they just do the stupidest shit. Like they think they're exempt from danger or something.
Come on. Come on.
Like you can look up the videos of Yellowstone Park dumb tourists, and a lot of them are from China.
Let's go. Easy.
I'm sure there's a few dumbass Americans too. Actually, I've seen some videos of that where, you know, I think this one chick's dog went into one of the pools and it immediately started getting boiled, and then she tried to save it, and, or maybe it was a dude, but they got boiled too. Like some of them pools are really, really hot, and you've got seconds.
I got you.
Like you step in it, it'll cook your foot, you know. And then you're like trying to get out, but you're fucking already cooking.
There you go. You really ain't helping.
There you
Yeah.
Dude, it would have been so cool to be able to just ride around and catch a bunch of wild horses and tame them and just own them.
Yeah. Let's go. Got you. Come on, come on, come on.
I mean, again, it would be like being able to go to the highway and just wrangle a car, you know? We got ourselves a wild one.
I got you.
Go to the car dealership and just take it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Marston.
Whoa!
How will you live, for Christ's sake? Whoa there.
Definitely a wild one.
I'm in trouble here.
No, we're good. We're real good. It's like the strongest horse I've tried to break yet.
Knees, you woman. That's it.
Christ, this thing.
That's it.
Give it some oats or something. God damn.
Come on.
There you go. There you go.
I think that's enough for now. Let's get him back to the ranch.
Giddy up. That weren't half bad for a couple of old reprobates.
I learned a few things while I was away.
Anything you wanted to know, you only had to ask.
You? What the hell do you know about any of this?
I was a rancher myself back in the day.
Firstly, I don't believe you. And secondly, if you was, why have you been hiding it all these years?
You act like I never do anything. I do plenty.
You're asleep half the day. Come on. Come on, easy up now.
$20.
Easy. Make sure there's enough fresh hay. We We need to keep them strong.
All right. Damn, a little gratitude wouldn't kill you. Not a bad day's work.
I reckon. I got $100. Where did it come from, though? Maybe from the horses? We see the wife.
Whoa.
5 a.m. What time is it here? $7 p.m. Let's see if we can do this mission with Jack. Probably not. Not even out here. Also 5 a.m. Well, time to hit the hay then. Outlaws return. Time is it now? 1:30 in the morning. I gotta sleep some more. Little more sleep. Yeah. Gail in the room with me? What? Is there a person? Let's go see Jack. Screw this. Screw this lady.
How do you do? How do you do?
John Marston and Son.
What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
very funny, Paul. I've forgotten how funny he was.
Grab your things.
To the horse.
Come on, let's go. Come on. When you find something, you stay back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
Come. You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You gotta think and move like an animal to catch an animal.
A rifle helps, doesn't it?
Elk don't stand still, son.
Well, I wouldn't know. This is the first time you've taken me hunting.
There's lots of things I ain't done with you, but I'm gonna try and make up for that.
Yeah, Colorado's pretty cool. It's also somewhat mountainous on the west
You don't
side.
seem too excited about this.
Well, there's some pretty big mountains, honestly. There's a reason why they're the Colorado Rockies.
You know, One time I hunted a bear up in tall trees. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves.
Jack, he's on to something.
She knows goats and them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a boy.
Yeah, Denver's actually kind of out on the
Walk up in a
plains
dungeon?
almost, you know.
Just
You
saying.
can see the mountains
Maybe you
from
spend
Denver,
too
but
much
it's
time with your head in those books.
like just sitting out there on this flat.
Let's go.
And then from there, it's just Kansas, you know, and the rest of the plains. It's just flat. I didn't know that until I drove through there once, and then I was like, wow, Denver's not really, I mean, it's up high in elevation, but it's not really in the mountains, you know, it's...
Jack, there's one up ahead.
Yeah, I see it.
This one's mine. Stay with me, son.
Wow.
Come on. I'll show you how to cut the meat. Come on.
I thought it was gonna get
Collect
away.
the elk
That was
meat from
great,
the
Paul.
dead
You just gotta
elk.
wait for the right shot, not rush it.
Woo! That's a big one.
Beaver.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita. This is a messy one.
Yeah, Denver, Salt Lake City's another one where you get a lot of
Hope you were
layovers.
watching. It'll be your turn next. All right, let's see if we can find some more.
Find another one, Rufus.
It's scary flying
Let's
into
go.
Salt Lake
There's
City
no
too,
time
because
for
that
rest.
one's actually right against
You
some
ready to take a
mountains,
shot,
and there's
Jack?
some weird
course,
turbulence
Paul.
that you
Remember,
get pretty much
it's all
every
about
time you
timing.
land
Wait for your
and take
moment.
off.
Don't snatch yet.
I know. I saw how you did it.
It's freaky.
You can find him, boy.
There you go.
Let's go.
But yeah, there's so much going on with planes lately. I don't think I'll fly ever again. It's scary as hell.
Yeah. Come on. Look, they're over there. Get after them.
Seat 11A. Roger, Lewis.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to kill all the fucking elk? I don't understand.
Let's go.
This one's getting away, though. Where did it go?
Come on. Easy.
Yeah, I saw that too, Blaze. I don't know. He probably was, though. Maybe. Never know. I was thinking about 9/11 the other day, you know, and it's like there was 343 firefighters killed that day. And the reason why there was so many firefighters killed that day is because it was always the protocol for a
Nice
fucking
work, son. You're a quick
large
learner.
building fire
Come
like
on.
that for
Let's
them
get
to
this meat
just
over
go
to the
in
trading
there.
post at
Like they're
Manzanita.
supposed to go in, set up like a base camp type thing, like 2 floors below the fire, and then work from there and put out the fire. And that's what they had done through hundreds of other high-rise fires. And the Twin Towers apparently
Did you
were
see me?
designed
You did good,
to
son.
withstand
Can't
being
we shoot
struck
some
by
more?
an
Only
airplane.
kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
No, I didn't think I was gonna
You
like
know,
it.
so
I told you you'd have fun, didn't I?
like just think that through for a second, right? The reason why so many firefighters died is because nobody, not even them, expected those buildings to fall down like that. Hadn't happened before, hasn't happened since.
Come on. Come on.
Like if those firefighters, if everybody would have thought, "Oh man, these buildings might fall down," they simply would not have sent the fire department in there. Maybe there would have been some firemen that still went regardless, but I'm sure there would have been a lot that said, probably not going in. You know, there's some guys that are just brave enough to do it no matter what. But there's a lot of guys that, you know, if you tell them they're most certainly going to die doing
Here we
something,
are.
they're probably not going to do it. You know,
Jack,
and they
you
should
wait
probably
here.
maybe
I'll be just a moment.
have that right to decide. There's a frickin' meat store in here?
Hey, partner.
Well, let's see what you got.
Yeah, I think all it would have took was for them to have, like, there was supposedly renovations done to the towers like a year before, right? And all they would have had to do is plant charges in a couple of floors, right in, you know, the upper part of the fucking building, and they could have probably started what had happened. A lot of people don't realize too, like when you look at the Twin Towers, the outside of the building is not just like for show. You have to get probably pretty close or look at some close-up pictures, but all that outer structure of the Twin Towers was structural steel, and it was really thick pieces. You know, it was like that was what added to the strength of the Twin Towers. Was not only did it have like structural beams for support within, like most fucking high-rise buildings, but it also had this outer structure to it that just made it strong as fuck, supposedly.
How do, sir? Howdy.
Gotta sell the elk meat. Just sell everything. Let me see how much.
You hear about that
I think my bear pelts were worth like $18. They're the same here then.
It's true.
Elk meat. Sell it.
Enjoy a smooth ride.
Stay away from Bill Williamson's gang.
I'd heard that too.
That's what I've got for sale.
I must be getting on.
I'm so rich now.
All done. Let's head home.
How do you do, Mr. Marston?
Could go in there and sell everything, I guess, but screw it.
Let's go.
How much did you make?
Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did half the
Like
work.
the other day,
Ain't
there was a
fair.
fire, I
What can I
think in
say?
Dubai or
I'm
something
another
like that.
corrupt
It was like an
landowner.
apartment building, and it started on fire at the bottom, and it burned all the way up through to
I'll
the
be
top.
rich one
Whole
day,
building burned
then you'll
out.
see.
I sure
Still
hope
standing
so.
there.
You
Now, it
can
wasn't
look
hit
after
by a
us when we
plane.
get
I'll
old.
give you
What
that.
do you mean, get old? You are
But that
old.
one,
We ain't old.
that plane in
Uncle's
India
old.
hit a building
Well,
the
he
other
should be
day.
in a museum.
Yeah. Preserved
How
in
it's still
whiskey for
standing.
the next 1,000 years. So, You enjoy your first hunting trip?
It was great, Pa.
Herding cows, hunting elk, growing up. Proud of you.
I always told you I wanted to help.
You know, you and me, we work hard. We can make something of this farm.
I'd like that.
And thank you for
Like
looking
I was
after your
arguing
mother.
with some dipshit
She
the
said
other
you
day
were very
about
brave.
building 7,
tried
you
to
know,
be
and
strong,
he said
like you
that
told me.
the reason it
But
fell
Mom,
is because
she
it was
can
just
look
on
after
fire
herself.
all day and there
She
was
said
no
put those
firemen
bells
in there to
good
try to
place.
fight the fire, and
can
so
only
it just
imagine.
ended up falling down. I'm like, dude, I've seen all sorts of video of people literally inside Building 7 being told to get out because they were going to pull it. Like, get the fuck out of here with your fucking lies, dude.
Easy.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
Pa, that was
People
so
act
much
like
fun.
some of
I
us
can't
weren't
really
alive
believe-
back then.
Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get
Yeah,
to
just
your
like
chores.
everybody was supposed to trust the Warren Commission when JFK got shot. And look what's coming out from that. You know, and like it's irritating because I'm gonna sit here and say all this shit for the next 20 years until they finally release some shit that's real about 9/11, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Zombie Cartman was right? No way! I can't fucking believe it. I just can't believe it." And I'm gonna be probably either dead or so old I can't do a fucking thing anymore.
You're tensing up.
It's like there's a lot of people nowadays acknowledging the fact that the Iraq and Afghanistan wars
You
weren't
are.
really
Your
legit.
back's tense and it's making the rifle jump.
And that just irritates me because it's like, okay,
You're holding it wrong. Here, let me
so
show
what does that mean then,
You
you
just
guys?
Show me, Pa.
I guess not.
Don't show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Pa.
It means the real enemy was the ones that sent us to a fraudulent fucking war, so what are we supposed to do about it, you know?
Wolves been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare them off. You wanna come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
Like, I was willing to fight our enemies when I enlisted. And I still am willing to fight them. Speaking of
go.
our enemies,
Stay on Rufus now.
dude, I just keep seeing Antifa fucking around. Like, Portland, Oregon is an absolute disaster. There's gonna have to be, like, the military rolled through Portland, for sure.
Pa, is Uncle really your uncle?
No.
Like, I wish they
Listen,
would
I
just call a
sincerely
hootie
hope
hoo
not. He's
on all
probably was
vets.
the people's father, though.
Just
Well,
have
why'd
us
he
show
call
up.
Uncle then?
Folks always did. Probably because he's always
Let
been
us
older
join
than
the fun.
everybody else.
He was old when I was a kid.
He was old when I was a kid, son. God must have had some purpose for keeping him on this earth. But I sure as hell don't know what that is.
Get out
Let's
here,
go.
boy.
Just give me one of those fucking bolo sticks that they had out in
Yeah,
LA the
go on,
other day.
Rufus.
Pretty much all I'd need.
Yeah.
There you
Maybe
go.
2.
Find us a wolf, boy.
Oh, open up some whoop ass.
Stay on him, Rufus.
Yeah.
Dude, they sent us to go find weapons of mass destruction that they knew didn't exist because they gave the weapons of mass destruction to Iraq in the
He
first
found a
place.
scent.
I didn't even know that until just a few years ago.
Don't fall
You know.
behind.
Our government gave Iraq chemical weapons so that they could fight Iran in the 80s. And then the Saddam Hussein, you know, ended up fucking using the chemical weapons against his own people. He gassed a couple villages, killed like 30,000 people. Our government knew that. That happened in 1989. Our government knew that happened. And then when the Operation Desert Storm happened, we pretty much decimated his whole military, and we should have just kept going and took out Saddam then. Like, our government left him in office knowing that he had those chemical weapons then because we had, in fact, supplied them to him, and we knew that he had used them on his own people then. But he was left in office. And I think it's because they probably figured, you know what, we'll fight this war later and make a bunch more money later. It's kind of like Obama and everybody, giving Iran hundreds of billions of dollars in the middle of the night in fucking raw cash when Obama was in office. And we all said, this is a really bad idea. You're funding a future war probably. And now we're seeing the fruits of that. Whether you're on the side of Iran or Israel or us going to war or us not going to war, we have funded both sides of this war. Again. How? How does this keep fucking happening? That we are continuously funding both sides of a fight. That is what needs to stop. There are some wars that are necessary and just. But when we're manufacturing the wars and literally funding them on both sides, that is not it. And when you're, using false flag attacks to convince a whole generation of kids to go along with some fucking bullshit war, that's not right. Like, we should have had military tribunals on all these sons of bitches and had a complete reset of everyone that went along with that. But here we are. We just bitch about it. We say, oh, yeah, we know they fucking did it. But we can't do nothing about it. Like, as a conservative, I really feel that. I can't do shit about the fact that I was fucking robbed of my life by these motherfuckers. If I contact one of my fellow vets today and say, hey, dude, I think we were lied to. I think maybe we should organize and do something about it. I'm fucking out of here. Straight up, gonna get locked up, gone. But here's Antifa for the last fucking 11 years now, going around organizing all their fucking shit online and just constantly doing the craziest shit and getting no police response whatsoever. Or if they do get arrested, they immediately get right back out and they're just back out there doing it again. I see the same people from Antifa at all these different major fucking rallies. And Portland, Oregon is the epicenter of Antifa. It's literally the fucking headquarters. They actually call themselves Rose City Antifa. And it's, they have turned Portland into a disaster area. You couldn't fucking pay me to live in Portland. No way. Yeah, I think so too, Pete. Washington State, Oregon, California, they should all lose their funding. Fucking Chicago should lose their funding. New York should lose their funding. Yeah, Blaze, that would probably be acceptable. We need some fucking action on the Juan de Fuca plate. I think, honestly, society would be a goddamn utopia without liberals and their liberalism.
That's a good boy.
Like, it's fucking stupid at this point.
What do you smell, boy? Look, son, he sniffed him out. Slow down.
Come on, we can't stop now.
Whoa there. Come on.
What you get for stealing our cattle?
I see him.
You can't be tired already.
Yeah, exactly, Pete. Well, and it's not even. Yeah, I mean, it is that they're letting it happen, and they're not allowing the police to do their job. That's why you see the police just standing there not doing anything, and a lot of people try to blame the police because they're not doing anything. But what the fuck are they supposed to do? They arrest these people. They go through the struggle of all that. You know, you pepper spray the shit out of somebody, you're getting pepper sprayed too.
Don't let him get away.
You got to fight somebody to arrest them. Guess what? You're probably getting hit a couple of times. And then you go through all that bullshit. You bring them in. You do about 2 hours of paperwork, writing this detailed report about what happened and when and all that. You got to fucking go through all this body cam footage, all this different shit. And then you find out, oh yeah, they're not even going to jail. The DA decided he's not going to charge them. You know, and then you see them next weekend out there, like, getting personal about it. And that's something a lot of people don't realize as well, is like people get really personal with the cops. Like sitting there saying fucked up things about who they are and where they live and all this shit. Like most fucking libtards have no clue what it would be like to be a cop. Like you come home from work and you're not in a safe place. You know, you're fucking apparently public enemy number one to these cocksuckers. You know, I just love that fucking the left gets to literally just pick a federal fucking policy that they don't like and then choose a federal agency that they don't like and pretty much go fucking full terrorist mode against that agency. Like the right has their differences, you know, we have our fucking complaints and whatnot, but that's what it's pretty much limited to, is us complaining. But the left's like, no, we're gonna go to the ICE fucking headquarters and sit there and fuck with them and, you know, make it a whole thing. Like I posted a video this morning showing what the fuck they're doing in Portland. And dude, the whole fucking street's filled with tear gas. And you got these fucking crazy little fucking wannabe revolutionary cocksuckers running around out there going, whose street? Our streets. Like, I've had enough of it. I've been watching it for 10 fucking years now, and I'm just like, when do the feds start using the facial recognition and all the shit that they used against the January 6ers? You know, that's where I'm at with it. The right wing basically behaved like Antifa for about 6 fucking hours one day, and we were rounded up and persecuted, literally thrown into gulags for fucking years, given fucking 10 to fucking 20-year sentences, and treated like literal terrorists. But Antifa gets to act like that for 10 fucking years straight. We did 6 hours, they get a decade and nothing. There's no coordinated effort whatsoever to take them down. In fact, it seems like there's just a coordinated effort to keep them out there on the fucking streets doing it.
No, and I guess I've been both. That's how it goes. We all do what we have to survive. And sometimes it ain't pretty. And in the end, we pay the price for what we did.
Like the other day in Salt Lake City, there was a shooting. This guy pulled out a gun and started, I guess it was an AR-style rifle, you know, and he had it in pieces in a backpack or something, right? He stands off to the side of this building, pulls out this rifle, puts it together, and starts walking out towards the crowd. Now, apparently, he didn't raise the rifle from the like low ready position. Like he was sitting there aiming at the ground, but he was moving out towards the crowd. And there was a group of these dudes at the protest wearing a bunch of reflective vests and all this bullshit, and they were apparently the peacekeepers of the protest. And they pulled out their guns and shot the guy that had the rifle, and they shot and killed one of the protesters. And he hadn't fired a shot. He hadn't pointed a gun at anybody, nothing.
Like they tell it in books, and it ain't no way to live life. It was ugly and brutal. You'll have a farm of your own. You can read and write. Don't waste your life, son. Don't live like I had to.
I just feel like if Antifa's allowed to run amok the way they are, then we should be allowed to. You know. We should be allowed to form up groups of right-wing people and go out there and treat them the way they are treating the officers, treat them the way they're treating this country. But I don't feel like we are. I really don't feel like we're allowed. Because, I don't know, I'm just sick and tired of seeing it. Sick and tired of hearing it. And really, I want to go whoop some ass. I think these people need a good ass whooping. I see it time and time again. And I'm willing to give it to them. I really am. I'm willing to take an ass whipping to give an ass whipping. I don't give a fuck. Well, they're out here acting like they're gonna take over the world with their shit, you know? Like they're threatening to take over the government. They're saying they're gonna take over the government.
Turned into
Like,
a decent hunter, son.
honestly, I wish they would try. Because I think then, like, all people in this country would just step up and be like, no, we're not allowing this shit. Yeah, they only do it in their little left-wing nut job fucking hellholes like Portland and L.A. and all that because that's where they can get away with it. Their chants are so fucking lame, too, dude. There was this movie back in the 90s called PCU, and they used to do those exact same chants in that movie, and everybody thought it was really fucking funny / cringy then. And it's just the same now. Like, I just don't get it. Come up with some, like, clever chants or some songs or something. Like the hey, hey, ho, ho shit is really got to go. It's so uninspired and so fucking boring. I was thinking, too, like, you see these people marching down the street. They got these fucking flags. They're all pissed off, burning things, yelling at everybody. Like, that's such the wrong attitude and the wrong message to have. Like, they should turn the whole thing into a goddamn parade. Get a few bags of candy, maybe some weed, and march down the street tossing that shit around to everybody. Like, stop being dicks. You're not going to, like, I seriously doubt people are watching these protests on TV and coming home and being like, yep, they've convinced me. You know, I wasn't going to go to the side of them, but when I saw that car on fire, I thought, you know what? Yep, that's it. I'm definitely all in on their side now. Like, they're leaving huge messes, you know, all the trash and bullshit that has to be cleaned up because of their fucking protests. How about you march down the street with garbage bags and you pick up every piece of trash that you see and turn the city completely beautiful, and then show us before and after pictures and say, this is what we're doing to try to, you know, in the name of our fucking protest. Like, do something good. God damn. I don't understand why I gotta hold their hand and tell them how to fucking how to convince people to be on their side. I think they really don't care about that either. I don't think they care to be nice anymore. Like, I was watching this video of this female reporter in Seattle, and you know, this dude is punching her, and she's like, "That's assault," and he's like, "That's assault." You know, they're just mocking them. They don't give a fuck because they're not even going to get arrested. There's a guy on YouTube named Cam Higbee. He got the shit beat out of him in Seattle the other day for going out there and asking people questions, I guess. You know, that's pretty much what it is with these left-wing fucking maniacs, too. They have their little rallies, their little get-togethers, and if you go out there as an independent journalist, or if they think you're right-wing, they follow you around the whole time you're there. They literally have people that walk right there with you and they stick their hands or umbrellas or stupid shit in your face the whole time. They go up to the people that they're trying to interview and tell them not to speak to this person because they're right wing or whatever the fuck. And then they tell us we're in a cult. You know, we're the ones in a cult because we are devoid of free thinking and open thought. We're the ones. Yep. Yeah, it's like I've said before. I don't care if you're protesting on the side of the road, but the moment you start blocking me in traffic, I don't care what your message is. I'm going to disagree with you. You could be holding a sign that says support the troops. If you're in the street blocking my fucking vehicle, I don't give a shit.
We came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him, and I think we've been blessed.
No one ever said they were smart, but they think they are, Blaze.
Good
That's the
kid.
fucked up thing is the average fucking leftist thinks they're the smartest person in the world, or at least the smartest person in their town or friend group, whatever it is they're limited to.
Cars and everything gone and done away with all
But
that.
yeah, they think they're just so
Damn, he ain't
fucking
gonna marry
smart.
no orphaned working girl
And then
with a bunch of
you
hucksters
fucking
either.
corner them on their bullshit, right? You literally fucking ask them questions about why they believe what
An
they
illiterate
believe, and they can't
gunslinger,
explain
you
it.
Sure know how to make a girl blush.
And then you explain to them why you believe the opposite of them and why they should too.
Damn crows.
And they default to saying, well, you just know more about it than I do. I really don't know.
They've broken into the silo
And so
again.
they'll
There ain't no
admit that they
cornmeal
don't
from it.
fucking
Of
know what
course,
they're
my
talking
angel.
about.
Get out of there.
But then they'll still assume that they're right.
Come on. Scat. Shh.
That to me is like almost the definition of a cult. Like to go along with something that you absolutely know is wrong.
How many are there?
Birds. These corn-eating crow fucks. I can't hit him. This is worse than Duck Hunt. Can't watch any of it because you just don't need that bullshit in your life. Just makes you pissed. And then you're just sitting here pissed. Yeah.
Finally.
I think as a Marine, I have an anger gauge, and it has to stay somewhat full if things aren't right. It also can't go too full, or things will be definitely really not right. But I have to have a certain amount of anger as well, or I'll fall out. You're still at work. Do I need you to come home and make me coffee or bring me one? If you want to. Yep. It's like an energy meter for me.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I
That
can't
would
read.
suck.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing.
You ain't reading it.
Dear Mr. Marston, Stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
John, wait! Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman.
Of course.
Well, come on then. Let's get going.
Probably
I don't
wearing
think I
her
can
best
let you go
clothes
off again
too.
Without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime.
Yeah, at least we
So,
know she loves
is
us.
she married? This Bonnie McFarlane.
No,
That's why
What
she's
does she
acting
look
like
like?
this.
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth.
Abigail's
nose,
gonna whoop
that
Bonnie's
kind of
ass
normal.
when we get
Besides,
there.
Ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. Better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Where did they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very fun.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the wait. I didn't know if you was coming back.
Of course I was coming back.
You were only supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
It took longer than I thought.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarlane, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Hey, zombie boss.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarlane. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, Just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Mr. Farland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Bonnie was interested, though, before she found out about Abigail. Now she's real sad. Look at her. Damn. She was real.
Ham?
Yeah, they do.
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well,
Now, if
you
I know
always wanted
Whammon's
to
right, we're
rancher.
gonna go home
I
and have
thought
another
she'd be
kid.
Just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's
We'll go
wife.
home. She'll put it
I'm
on
only
John in ways
teasing.
he's never
I like
experienced
her,
before.
And I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush better than a
Show him
shepherd's
a move or
sunset
two
when
he's
she
never
saw you,
seen.
though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it?
This
The
game
life
definitely
we're
does lack
living?
color,
Back
though.
together, ain't we?
Till they decide you owe them
It's just
something
like I'm
else.
looking at a brown
Sometimes
piece
I
of
think
shit.
I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with
I hate that I can't
You
go
ain't
first
perfect,
person.
John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were.
What's up, Annihilator? Yeah.
How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang.
Yeah,
That's
this
no
is
life for a
PC.
boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on,
Yeah, I
John.
think it's just the
See
difference in
something,
age,
no questions.
like 8 years.
Now we
And this
got
is
a chance to make it
2010.
right.
2 is 2018. That and there was a big jump in graphics,
today, John.
cards, and all that from
I
back
guess I
then,
better
right?
go fix us
Go
some
back to
meat.
2010 and look at. Well, I don't know if you could, but if you could look at like the top end GPUs from back then, they were not great. Like I got my Alienware right before the 10 series came out, and that was in like 2015 or something. Like back in 2010, you probably couldn't even get like a, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what the best GPU was. Google it and see what it says. It was a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 580. Like the The Alien I have has a GTX 980 in it, and it's pretty much unusable. Like, I can not play games on that. It was, or an AMD. Wait. There was like a dual GPU option where you could have the AMD Radeon 6990. I don't know. Yeah.
John! John!
What is it, old man?
It's Jack. The kid. The kid. Well, I just saw him out in the valley. Seems your tales of hunting got the better of him. He said he was going up to the pass, track down that grizzly that's been seen up there.
Kid can't hunt a grizzly. Thing will eat him alive.
I know. I tried to stop him.
But you're worthless as a lawyer at a lynching. Damn you, old man. This is my son. Anything happens to him, you wish
I'm
you
not
would
sure
do
what
that
mine
bear
is.
attacked.
Got a 4080 Super. What am I doing? Follow the Rufus. We go find Jack.
That's it. Good boy. Come. Where's Jack?
I think it's 24. I went from a GTX 980 Ti that I think was a 4 gig to a 4080 Super. Like, I went from not playing PC games
What is it, Rufus?
to playing
we
PC
close?
games in 4K.
Hurry, Rufus! Come on! Let's go! Come on, Rufus! Find Jack! Find Jack, Rufus! Let's go! Whoa there!
Oh
You can
no, he's
find
up
him,
here
boy.
with a bear.
Jack! Can you hear me, Jack? Jack! You up here?
Bear got him.
Faster! Whoa!
You're the evil bastard. Evil bearsted.
Oh, help me! I'm hurt!
Jack, stay down!
Don't worry, I'm trained for this.
Don't move! Keep your head down!
That's right.
What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not! I can skin an elk, break horses.
Come on, let's get you home.
Took him on an adventure, and now he's got the adventure and
You all
spirit.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky to be alive, you stupid boy. What'd I tell you about going off by yourself?
I go off by myself plenty. You just don't know about it. You're never around.
So this is my fault? You disobeyed me.
I was trying to prove myself.
Prove what? By getting yourself killed?
You're always telling me I read too many books, that I'm not a real man.
I never said that.
I just thought if I could do something you'd like, maybe you wouldn't go away again.
Son, I ain't going anywhere. And believe me, neither are you for a real long time. Come on! What's your mother gonna say?
I'm sorry,
He's gonna say
Pa.
it was my
Please
fault.
don't be angry.
I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. Don't you ever run off on your own like that again.
All right, all right. I told you I was sorry.
What would have happened if I hadn't come along?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead.
You'd be a pile of bones right now.
What would you care? I'm just a nuisance to you anyway.
That ain't true, Jack. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I guess there's only room for one hero in this family.
Trust me, son. I ain't no hero. I'm just glad you're safe. Come on!
I'm sorry I made you worry, Pa.
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks. When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you. Let's go! Hey, Jack.
Hey, Paul.
Need a hand with that?
No, sir, I got it.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son. Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Well, I ain't met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. The day John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
So, you ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul. Everybody knows about that. You know they're gonna be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
John, come here. John, come here, quick. Take a look at that.
Jack, go into the house, lock all the doors. Whatever happens, don't come outside. You hear me? Whatever happens.
Okay.
Come here, son. Whatever happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
Some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. And you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
Come on, old man. I'm gonna need you to help me hold them off. I won't let you go!
What the hell do they want?
I'll kill all you sons of bitches!
I got a bullet.
I did what you wanted!
What on earth? You're not gonna kill me.
I'm taking you all down with me! You're gonna leave this in a box!
Get in there. There'll be more coming. Come on. Can't stay out here.
What are we gonna do now?
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming. I don't know, son. Whatever it is, it ends here. No, I ain't gonna let that happen.
I don't know why I can't hear Jack.
Stay away from my family!
Shit.
Uncle, are you all right?
Uncle is down.
Damn it. I'm hit.
You gonna pay for this? It's gonna take more than one of you, partner.
There you are.
You said this. Keep your eyes open. They ain't involved in this. It's me you want, not them. You fellas should have stayed at home. Hang in there, Uncle. I'm gonna get you out of here safe.
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow. You take Jack and Abby. Take them and... Don't worry about me. Just get him out of here.
No! Uncle, please! Oh my God! They killed him!
Come on, son. Ain't nothing we can do for him now. We're leaving the farm. I'll watch from the silo. You two go to the barn. Get the horses ready.
John,
I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
We'll make a run for the barn. Stay close and keep your eyes open. I see him. You be... Don't move until I got you covered. Make a run for the barn! Let's go! Move! All right, you're covered! Now go! Go! Now! Quick! Run for it! All right, you're covered! Now go! Just walk away! Now! Quick! Run for it! Stop joking around! Hey,
Yeah, that's cool, Blaze.
now listen. Jack, Gnarly, get on this horse. Get out of here. Go find a place to hide.
You're coming with us, Paul.
I'll catch up. You keep riding and don't look back. And don't be worried about me, you hear? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble, John.
Ain't no trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
Nope. I'll kill all you motherfuckers.
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
Oh, man. My fucking eyes are doing something funny. I don't even know. There's like water and shit coming out of them.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes wail and the wind blows free. And when I die, don't bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie.
Abigail died 3 years later.
Slow down. Good.
Maybe I gotta go to his room. Not allowed in your dad's room. Oh shit, Darcy with the 100? Fucking lucky. See, we need I want to see about that U.S. Marshals. Complete all U.S. gang hideouts in a single 24-hour period. Right. That's funny, Darce. They're like, yes, show your human emotions, you fucking mortals. God. Fucked up. It's probably true. I have to bring this motherfucker. I can't remember. Not gonna, probably. Need to find... I know there's missions. Yeah. The robots are studying us so they can learn how to behave, how to have emotions. Sure, there was missions, but I have to go right around a little bit and find it.
Come on! Come on!
We know where the fucking agents were, right?
Let's go!
Down there at Blackwater. stranger mission here.
Hello there.
Hello, young man.
Talk to the man.
Hello, sir. You work with the government? You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Edgar Ross. No, but well knew of him. A fine man if you wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago. Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the information, mister.
Mayor of this place. You'll see. These things happen. Well, I guess I should be moving along. Bye. Bye-bye now. Nice to see you.
Get here!
At last! I knew the Holy Virgin would bring me to you. Everyone in Las Hermanas has been talking about you. I had to find you. The Spanish trash took everything we had. We beg for your generosity that we don't starve. The stories were all true. You're a living saint.
Of course, sister. Good luck to you.
Whoa!
How do you do?
Yeah!
All right.
Work, you damn nag!
Damn, Pete. Oh, good. You're like running for the bathroom. Get out of my way. There's a bug in both of my eyes.
Fast!
It's pretty rough. You know, I've told people, it's like sometimes you'll watch a movie, and within the span of 2 to 3 hours, you get a connection to that character. You know, and you get some sort of emotional attachment. And then they die. And that's, you know, what makes a really sad movie really sad most of the time. And people cry watching movies. And then you play a video game where you actually have to be that person. And not just for 2 to 3 hours, but for maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Come on! Come on!
You know, and the attachment is way, way stronger. Some games, you feel like you're the one dying. Like, the first time I played through Cyberpunk 2077, you know, I kind of went along with the story, and I allowed Johnny freaking Guns to, Johnny Silverhand to take over my body, basically. And so at the end of the story, my guy dies, and Johnny lives on in my body pretty much, and like that fucked me up, you know. Like, damn it, I died. And then I think I beat the game like 5 other different ways trying to find a fucking happy ending, and there just isn't one there.
Let's go! Let's go!
Like, they added the Dogtown DLC to that game, and you know, it adds like another chance basically that you might be able to cure yourself, and you go through all that shit, and then it's just, you know, no, you don't. No, you don't. I should play it soon, Zombie Boss. I was thinking about doing that for maybe my next story game. I was not anticipating that game's release. I wasn't excited for it to come out or anything like that. I had no clue about that game. And then it had been out for about a year, which, you know, luckily I wasn't excited for it at launch, so I didn't experience its terrible launch, but it did have a really, really rough launch. I think a part of that was because people were so excited for it, and then when it came out, it was just really broken. Either way.
Let's go!
Fucking, when I finally did play it, I was completely shocked by how good the story is. Like, it's crazy good. It's very believable. Like, when you play that game, you can see how we're pretty much headed for that.
Get here! I see somebody who's hankering to die.
Yeah, you really do feel like it's you in that game. You know, it's pretty much about like human augmentation with machines and how that's going to ramp up. Probably, you know, in the next 10 to 20 years, we'll see a lot of that start to take off. As we get to be really old, there will be all these young people running around getting chromed out, you know, like in the game, basically getting chromed out is when you have something done to your body. Like, maybe you just want some new arms, maybe some new legs, you know, maybe you're tired of wearing glasses, so you go in and they pull your eyeballs out and put some robot eyes in your eyes, and then you can see better than everyone on the planet. You know, people with 20/20 vision will go and get their eyes sucked out and replaced, because the eyes that they'll offer you'll have like thermal, night vision, fucking high zoom, you know. I just seen a thing the other day that somebody, I think in the UK, has made contact lenses that are night vision. Yeah. And I thought, if they're saying that out loud, there was dudes in the military running around wearing those for at least 10 years. Yeah, Lewis. Holy shit, Chuba. You crumbed your dick? Brings a whole new meaning to the phrase hard as iron. As iron. Have you ever seen Edge Runners? Frosty, if you've never seen Cyberpunk Edge Runners, that's a show that you should watch. If you're really needing a happy ending, watch that. It's just like one season, and it kind of goes fast. Like, it's crazy. It's on Netflix.
Come on! Come on!
It's just a show that they made set in the cyberpunk universe. It's really well made. It's kind of like an anime. It's fucking awesome. Dropped my napkin. Callie had brought me a burger for lunch.
Come on! Hello there.
You're gonna try to get out of work early if you can. Oh, good. We used to say that every single day in the Marine Corps as a joke. Like around 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. Run into one of your friends, be like, hey, man, I heard we were getting off early today. And then they go spread that shit, right? And then you'd hear it back from one of your other guys within 20 to 30 minutes. Somebody would come around and say that you heard, or they heard, we were getting off early today. But you would know you weren't because you were the one that started that fucking rumor. We used to do shit like that all the time. It was really bad on ship because, you know, we were on ship in like 2003. None of us had smartphones. None of us had computers or any kind of internet access. So you could just say whatever you want. And people had no choice but to believe it. Like, you know how sometimes you'll be in a big live stream and you'll see somebody say, R.I.P. Joe Rogan? And it's kind of trolly because people have to actually go look and see if Joe Rogan died. And I've seen that so many times that I just don't even go look anymore because I know he's not dead, right? But the fact that people can even go look gives them that peace of mind of knowing, okay? Now imagine if people were saying that sort of thing and you had no way to verify it. That's pretty much what it was like on ship. We'd be standing in line for breakfast or lunch or dinner. Hold on. We'd be in line for an hour, maybe, you know, a good hour, just standing there. And you know, you just make stuff up. I'd be like, hey, did you hear Oprah died? And then there was no way for people to know. And again, that shit would come back around, like you'd end up hearing it later on the ship that Oprah had died. But nobody had any way, unless they were calling home. You know, I guess some people could call home and find out. But yeah, there was a lot of rumors that flew around the ship like that. Or one of the worst ones was with the mail. There was always guys waiting on some letter, waiting on a package from home, something like that. And people would say that they saw a bunch of mail go flying off the top of the ship, you know. Our NCOs did that shit all the time. They'd come in and they'd be like, oh man, I was up on the flight deck and I saw this helicopter blow like 3 bags of mail right off the flight deck there into the ocean. And it just, you could see the look on some of the guys' faces like, what the fuck?
Just passing through, are you?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
It looked like my horse for a second.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Come on, fast! Let's slow down. Easy there. Yeah!
But yeah, this is why I was saying that I think a Red Dead 3 could star like Sadie and Jack. You know, maybe they would make Sadie go after Jack, or vice versa. What the fuck? This guy wants to duel or something. Oh, shit.
Come on!
Oh, I think this is just like one of those forts. I don't need to do this.
Go! Let's go!
Yeah. Or either one of them, yeah. Ross's son going after Jack. Maybe. But I can see Jack being like the very last one, right? The very last gunslinger. This game kind of shows how the violence touches people's lives and creates more violence. Think about Jack. We're playing as the guy that Arthur took fishing. Oh my god, that NPC went in the river.
Easy now.
That's what's fucked up. You think about it, Jack has known Agent Ross for his whole life. As long as he can remember.
Work, you damn nag!
What brings you out this way?
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Oh, pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've
Yeah.
got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts with his wife.
Of course I know him. He's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
Oh, yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
You best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper. Edgar won't be back here for a while.
Fast! Whoa, easy. Slow down.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
Oh, yeah. Here it is, Edgar. Your ass is going in the river. Yeah! Thanks, Pete.
Your hands upon a dead man's gun and you're looking down the sights. Your heart is worn and the seams are torn and they've given you a reason to fight. And you're not gonna take
The hell do we do now?
they've got to give, and you're not gonna let them take your will to live, because they've taken enough and you've given them all you can give.
Thanks, Frosty.
And luck won't save them tonight. They've given you a reason to fight. And all the storms you've been chasing about to rain down tonight. And all the pain you've been facing about to come into the light. Your hands upon a dead man's gun and you're looking down the sights. Your heart is worn and the seams are torn and they've given you a reason to fight. And you're not gonna take what they've got to give. Yeah. And you're not gonna let them take your will to live, because they've taken enough and you've given them all you can give. And luck won't save them tonight. They've given you a reason to fight.
This music reminds me of Lost. Yeah, I've watched it through about 3 or 4 times. It's also a weird show, you know, it's hard to figure out. Well, and it kind of got screwed up by the writer's strike that happened like middle of the show. But I think they were meaning to stretch the story out for a few more seasons, but it ended up just getting wrapped up, you know. There's still people making videos about, you know, what they think happened because it's not really clear. The cast. So many names. Imagine this, you're one of these people. You got to go through all this just to be like, look, here it is. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You know, because I'm a smith, so we got to wait. Wait. So many people. This is like the local population, is what it said. Pedestrian dialogue. There's a guy named Laszlo in the credits. It's so funny because he's like a producer. I see him in some of the voice acting and stuff. There he is again. The Blackwater Ledger and silent films written by Dan Hauser, Laszlo, and Michael Unsworth. Laszlo's a character in GTA as well, so I don't know if he's just one of the main developers, probably putting himself in all this different stuff. Programming. They alphabetize the first names. It's that one. Why is Sam Faulkner at the top? Weird. Head artist, maybe. Wobbity Ashwins. You don't see a Creed Bratton in here. It. Apparently, David Cumbor, Lewis Rafferty, Ethan Robson, Jamie Tivenin. These people were all it. They were all the its. Oh no, there's more it. Dan Taylor Gerard was also it. Look, now we get to see who all works at Rockstar Games. There's 4 Aarons. Jesus. But there won't be a Ramsey. Credits. I really thought 2s were long. Well, 2s were like 45 minutes, though, I think. Some silly shit. We got to be 10 minutes in, though. Look at all the J names. Yeah. So many names. Yeah. I love how it's just completely quiet too. Like, I need to make noise so that there's noise being made, man. Yeah. I guess I got to read it. Magic Enum. What the hell is that? MIT license? NVIDIA DLSS. This software contains source code provided by NVIDIA. Oh, good. Start singing. Shit. Anybody see Hugh Janus? Your buddy who worked on this game? I didn't see a Hugh Janus in the credits. You. Still a lot of words here. Tiny XML. What the hell is that? What the heck is even that? UTF dash, is that B or 8 with C++ in a portable way? Oh yeah, we definitely know what that means. Yep. zlib. That's like a ZJ, I think. Z standard. Yep. We need some Z standard and probably some Z plus. So much Z went into this game. Start Zing right now. Wait, are we getting to the end? Is this the end? Oh. Oh. Now what? Now what? Oh, yeah. Now we can finally play the game, you guys. We got some hunting to do. We need to go pick some herbs.
Faster!
No, but seriously, that was the Red Dead Redemption story arc. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be back. I don't know. I might come back later today. I don't know. Not. I'm gonna take a break though. I'll see you guys later or next time with something.